Mia, do you submit to your husband? And
Oh yeah.
what are your experience like? And then also, Will, do you submit to your wife, or she submits to you? I just want to ask that question so people can hear this from your perspective because you're both married.
Yeah. I do.
Okay.
I from day one, yeah. But I didn't look at it as that way. Now that, like you're saying, society is so like, be submissive to a man, or women are like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, because that is controlling.
That's
toxic,
fine that people are like that, but I feel like a successful marriage or relationship, it's okay to be that way. It's not like you're being whipped or anything. I don't know the term that youngsters like to use.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think so. It's just that you love this person. You want to be by their side, and if they want to do something, it's not like any type of control. I feel like that's why our generation is very like, oh, I'm not trying to have a man control me and all of that. It's not even like that. My husband is like literally such a free, babe, you do whatever you want. Like, oh, you do you. Like it's because I want to do it. I want to be like that to my husband, because I just feel like that's just what a wife should do. And he also, does for me too. It's just that's what a healthy relationship is supposed to be like. It's has nothing to do with having control over each other or anything. Because I don't ever feel like my husband. I've been in a possessive relationship before my husband, so I know when there's control in the relationship. So it's definitely, I definitely do though. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Ladies who are watching this, submit. All right. Will.
I think you missed that point, Will.
Bring him home. Bring him home. Will. Bring it home, Will.
I agree with everything she said, but to me, it's not about, and then maybe it is submitting, and maybe it is, but to me, it's not submitting. It's not, it goes back to what I said in the beginning. I want you to want to do whatever it is. If you know that I like, feta cheese in my soup, I want you to want to do. I don't want you to need to do anything for me, because I can do everything for myself. I don't need you to do anything. There's one thing that I want, and that's, other than that, I don't need you to do anything. But I want you to want. And just like I want to want, if I know that makes you happy, I want to do that for you. I want to make you feel. So to me, that's a big difference. And so when the whole like, submit and the dominant, like, I don't like using those terms, only because if you want to do that, those are not even, there's no factor with that, because I want to do that. What do you mean submit? Or what do you mean, dominant? Or like, those terms have no effect, because these are things I want to do for you, because I want you to be happy. If you want me to be happy, I want you to be happy. There's those terms are irrelevant to me. That's just how I feel.
No, I agree. Same here with me and my husband. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, that's what I heard from you. Like, that's what you guys have. So to me, if you want something to last, and it's gonna be, where everybody's happy, because there's a lot of things that don't make me happy, but I do it because it's like, it's not a big deal. If that's what you want, it's compromise. We're compromising the whole way. If we don't compromise, we're gonna argue all day. But there's a lot of things where it's like, okay, I could trip off of that, but I'm not. I could trip off this, and then there's things she could be yelling at me about, but she doesn't, because it's like, are we gonna, we gotta pick our battles. So to me, that's just how a relationship is gonna work. But when it comes down to like, making each other happy, or not, because you can't make anybody happy, but if it's gonna be about, that ultimate compromise, to where it's like, we're gonna live together, we decide we're gonna be together forever. The only way to do that is like, I have to want to do things for you, and you have to want to do things for me, and we have to meet in the middle. That's what compromise is all about. But if it's like, okay, I'm going to submit to you, well, hell, I don't have to want to submit. I'm just going to do it because, damn, I guess I need to, or because that's the only way I'm going to make it through life. And after a while, resentment builds up, and then that's when it's like, okay, as soon as I get an opportunity, I'm out, because I've been doing this because I needed to, because I wouldn't be able to eat if he wasn't doing this or she wasn't doing that, you know. But these are things that I want. If that's why I say I don't want anybody to need to do anything for me. You just, if you want to do it for me, then I want to do it for you.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I like how you broke that down.
My bad.
Want, y'all gotta want to do things.
Yeah,
Don't
you
do
gotta
it
wanna
because they
do
say.
Want to, you have to want to submit. All right.
Yes.
All right.
No. So let me break it down, because like I know I don't want people to take my words and misconstrue it. Oh, submit, toxic, controlling, and he's insecure. He's insecure. Hey, he hates women. No, so no, like because for me, like when I talk about masculine and feminine, it's like the reason why submit. That's why I say the word submit, because men, we have biological traits that's innate within us. It's natural. So for men, most men are, we're more masculine, so we're more assertive, we're more disagreeable, we're more confident, we're more ambitious, right? Women, when I say that, of course, both men and women, we have these traits, but we have those dominant traits based because being a male and female. And then for women, you guys are more nurturing, you guys are more emotional, more caring. So you guys have those traits. So if a guy that's very masculine, right, and a woman is very nurturing, your traits of being nurturing, caring, and loving, and emotional, and being compatible, it complements our traits, because they can't be too masculine in a relationship, because if both of us are disagreeable, no one's submitting to each other, nobody's agreeing with each other. That's a toxic relationship, right? So that's why masculine and feminine works, because you're built for each other. So you're caring, nurturing, loving, emotional. So that complements my traits, which is strength, assertiveness, ambitious, confident, right? So the thing is, for a lot of the women that I see, who are very independent, they're very masculine. So they're just like a guy. Mm-hmm. So two guys, they're gonna date each other. That's one, So like, guys don't want to date themselves. If I'm strong, if I'm disagreeable, if I'm ambitious, if I'm very assertive, it's very hard to date somebody that's the same qualities, because our qualities doesn't mix well. It contradicts each other. So that's why when a guy meets this masculine, meets a girl that's very feminine, it's just that your nature, your caring and nurturing role, it just naturally just submits to my role, and then our role just works and the relationship works. So for a lot of women that I do see who are very masculine, they're not willing to agree. They're not willing to agree with the man. They're always trying to battle, argue, make them combative. Yeah. And like every team, the best way I will always say is, like every team, because relationship is a teamwork, there has to be a leader. So there has to be somebody that's willing to submit to the leader. Every single team has a leader. And if nobody,
man.
If the woman is, and one thing I have seen is if the woman is the main leader, she will lose respect for the man. That's why women prefer a guy that's better, either her level or higher. But if the man's the healthy man, and he's leading her, and he's that masculine man for her, it works out perfectly. But if the woman is doing it, she will lose. Because like I said, she will lose attraction to that dude. Like the guy cannot submit to the woman. The woman has to submit to the man, and that's what I've seen. If the woman's too masculine, the guy's feminine, it doesn't work out. The guy's masculine, the woman's feminine, it works out. What I've seen, and that's just what I have to say. That's what I got to say. You guys want to say anything to that? Then we can move on to the next question.
I do.
Oh, go ahead. Go to Will.
Me and Kalaila.
Kalaila, we come back to you.
Okay, well.
Yeah, do you have your question?
Oh, I thought you needed to add something more onto that.
Who, me?
Oh yeah, I thought he asked.
Oh yeah.
Or something.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, I think it's just a different way of thinking. I think, like, to me, it's like everything is more like, there's a lot of stuff where, to me, I don't think like a masculine, feminine. It's like it's like, if that's your thing, I don't have nothing to say about that. Like,
Mhm.
there's a lot of stuff like that. Everything
Yeah.
there's, in a household, like if you're trying to manage bills, if you're trying to manage kids and all of that, it's like I said, if I have something to say about every single thing, like, and it's always gonna be my way, then I'm really squashing what's a lot of things that you have to say. I want to hear what you have to say, but it's not going to be my way all the time. It's because to me, everything is a team. So
Mhm.
I don't really see it like masculine, feminine. I see it like, okay, you're better at that because this is something that
Yes.
I just don't have that kind of skill. My communication ain't up to yours.
Yeah.
My tippy toe rock, with these
Mhm.
people out here in these streets is not up to your level. There's just things that I'm not going to take the lead on everything because I don't have your skill. Like that's why we complement each other. We are a team. So to me, to be an administrator, like if I'm not in the boss of my family. We work together like that, and
Yes.
we work together, and you have your strengths and I have my strengths. And for me to be able to be a husband, I need to know what your strengths are so that we can be better. If we did everything the way that I said, and you submit to me and all of that, we're not going to be the best because you compliment me. And the only way that we're going to get ahead is if I use your strengths, because there's the things that she does, I can't do it. Things that I do that she can't do it. There's things that, conversations where people are talking, I zone out because I can't comprehend the things that she can comprehend, like insurance and all of this, have a good license, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't understand, like, why would you do these kind of things? But together we make a great team. So I guess I always get lost when, like, because I hear a lot of times with masculine, feminine,
Yeah.
submit this, and like I can't even comprehend that because it's like,
You never seen it like that to start
yeah,
off.
I don't see it
No,
like that. It's a
no.
team, like, even if
I agree. I actually say that. I be telling my husband that you are a team. We're supposed to work together. I literally always say that. And I like what you said about there's things that she can do that you can't. And that, like, saying with that, like, how I'm very nurturing with my kids and they always want to be with me. And we've always had that in our, with parenting. There's a lot of things my husband can't do that I can do for my kids. He has his own ways of doing things with our kids and showing his own affection to them. But for a while, I was like, man, you're supposed to do this because you're the dad, and over time I realized, no, I have my own way, but we do work as a team to have, different ways our kids have both parents, in their lives. And me and him, we come from having parents that weren't together. So it's so important for me to make sure that we are, like, on the same page all the time and working together. But yeah, there's, like, I could cook, my husband can't cook. Sometimes, like, you can learn how to cook too, but he's like, no, but you're good at that, so you can do that. I'm not good at cooking. But yeah, I agree with what you were saying about working as a team for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Will,
it's a different conversation today,
Yeah.
with,
What you're talking about, is this like your point of view on things, or is just things you hear, or like this is like really how you base
No,
your
no,
relationships off of?
no. This is not my point of view. This is like, well,
Okay,
this is like this is like research. Like when I say, like, I give you a perfect example. When I say, no, what a lot of the things that you guys said, like what Will and Mia said, you were saying things that in what you do in a relationship to make it work. But when I talk about masculine and feminine energy, I'm talking about like sexual attraction, because in order for a relationship to work, like, we have to be sexually attracted to each other. If you're not sexually attracted to your partner, you're not gonna be with your partner. This is how. So for for women, you guys are always gonna be attracted to masculine men. Like, if you met a guy that was his traits were very feminine. He was nurturing. He was emotional. He was very giving. He had no confidence. He had no ambition. He had no strength. Would you be attracted to him?
Wait, can you say that again?
you met a guy that's very feminine, like so. He's very nurturing like you. He's very caring like you. He's very emotional like you. He doesn't have ambition. He doesn't have assertiveness. He doesn't have confidence. He doesn't have
a lot.
Strength, right?
No confidence and no ambition.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
you lost me there.
So that's what. So when I
I was gonna be nice about it, but then you said that part. I was like,
no,
I don't think so. To be honest, yeah.
I mean, I feel like it depends.
But I don't know.
For women, I mean, look, I'm not saying this for all women, but majority of women that I know, when it comes to like them being sexually attractive to a man or a woman or whatever, it all like starts with the mind. Like if you can grab onto a woman's mind and like she's attracted to you like with their thoughts, like the whole physical thing, like that's where
that confidence and ambition come. You know, men who are very confident, very ambitious, they're very intellectual because they're always constantly improving and growing, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying is like, you know, if we that's why the feminine, you know, because before we even get to the relationship, there has to be sexual attraction, and in order for men to, and the sexual attraction always, especially when it comes to commitment, we're always going to be more attracted to. If I'm a masculine man, you can be more attracted to feminine. I'm a masculine man, so if I can meet a woman, she's very beautiful. She could have great communication skills, and have all the things that you guys just mentioned. But if her energy and her traits that she has is not feminine, is more masculine, same traits I have, I'm not gonna be able to be attracted to that woman. We can have sex. You know, I'll take the sex. But as far as commitment long term, that we're gonna live together, then our traits have to complement each other as a team because masculine and feminine energy always complement each other because you guys be living together. But if both of you guys are feminine, it doesn't work out. If both of them are masculine, if it doesn't work out, that's why I hear a lot of women say, "Hey,
that becomes confusing."
Well, I feel like it's kind of more like how Will and Blue said it, like where you have to like where it's compromised, like you balance each other out with the whole how you the terms you're using, masculine and feminine, like. I mean, first you going into like trying to find someone or be in a relationship with someone with your mindset saying, "Oh, I'm masculine, so if she's masculine, oh, we ain't gonna work." Like right there, that's already you're already like cutting yourself off from knowing someone that you don't even know if she could be masculine. You could be masculine, it could work. You know what I mean? Like,
basically the traits like caring, nurturing, loving, emotional. Those are traits that you can see when you meet somebody based on your conversation with them. I can tell when somebody's very caring and nurturing. I can tell when somebody is very vulnerable or very emotional with their feelings. You know, you can tell that by the type of woman. If you meet women who are very masculine, they're not open with their feelings. They're not opening. They're not vulnerable. They're not willing to let you in. So they act like it's the best way to say it is you meet women that act like men, and then you meet guys that act like girls. I know a lot of girls right now that act like guys, and I know a lot of guys right now that act like girls, and they struggle to attract the opposite sex. It's because the energy they're giving out is not the energy that the opposite sex is looking for. So
you say like girls like act like men, like you mean the traits?
Yeah, the traits.
Okay, because I was about to say, I'm gonna be honest. Look, like physically, I like people like
that a girl. Traits.
But believe it or not, I don't know if it's just out here, but I legit be having men blowing me up, like trying to get with me, just because they like my personality. But it's like, yo, nah, bro, like, hold on, we on the same team. You know what I mean? But it's just like, they're just like, nah, you hella cool. But it's like, we both have like that masculine, like the way we think, I guess you could say. But it's like, it still attracts men, and I would say it probably.
When I say attraction, I'm not talking about sex. I'm just talking about commitment. Because when it comes to sex, guys will do anything for sex. They don't care. We have no boundaries when it comes to sex. But when it comes to the woman that we're going to marry, the woman we're going to take care of, we're going to commit to, and sign those government papers and sign our life away, like Will said. All right. Then we're always going to be attracted to the woman that with the opposite of our nature. So when it comes to sex, it doesn't matter. It's all open, like it's all fair game when it comes to sex. But when it comes to like committing to a long-term relationship, somebody that you're gonna live with every single day, deal with, it's easier for me to deal with somebody I'm gonna live with if I'm masculine already and I deal I'm with a woman that's more nurturing, caring, and loving, because all her traits complements mine, because I'm already strong, stubborn, ambitious already. So her personality traits are able to deal with my stubbornness, deal with my ambition, deal with my strength. But if she's the same traits as me and we're both hard-headed, we're both ambitious, we're both strong, then we're just constantly going to be fighting. In long term, it's not going to work out. So it's when there's a equal balance of both masculine and feminine energy, and then that's when the sexual attraction is there. And then you can add on the communication, what Will was saying, communication, all that stuff that you guys were talking about. That adds on to it just to solidify it. But what I see with men and women is like when guys meet girls who are very masculine, when girls meet guys who are very feminine, they're just not willing to look their way or even give them time of day. But yeah, that's just the way. That's just the way. Yeah, better way to explain.